Morning everyone, happy Tuesday, day 9, quarantine, living the dream. Today's session we're going to focus on volleying, lateral movement to the middle of the court. And I suppose the first question that we will address, or the first part of this session that we will address, is which foot do we hit off when we volley? And the answer to that question, if you're asking me, is both. And that is important to be able to hit off both for a number of different reasons. I think the first one, if the ball has been played quickly from the back of the court, then it is in your interest to go open stance. For example, if I'm moving this way, this leg is quicker to this side wall. It's closer to this side wall. Therefore, if the ball's hit at speed, I can get there quickly and then get back to the tee very quickly. Okay, if I on the fast ball was to go on the conventional leg and come around, not only am I very close in the shot, I've vacated the tee which is just behind me through here, and then after I've played the shot, I've got to come back around and get back to middle, okay? And it's the same thing on the other side through here, on the forehand side. So I think it's just important to kind of recognize, I suppose, the type of shot that you've played, the pressure that that's put your opponent under, and that can kind of give you an inkling into which foot you're going to hit off. If you can see that they're going to be able to hit that ball at pace from the back of the court and you're still in a good position to volley, then I think it's going to be open stance, whichever side it may be. And if you can see that they're going to be lifting the ball from the back corners on the back of a great length that has that fading trajectory into the back corner, you know, then it can be sort of looking over and boom. Okay, so from a technical point of view, when it comes to the movement, there is an overlap with yesterday's session, which was on split step. And if I'm going to move into this area through here, okay, and again, just following up from yesterday, I'm going to kick off this foot to get myself across through here. Now, let's just go with the back leg first. Okay, so I'm going to kick off this foot like so and come round. Okay, and again, kick off and get into the ready position through here. Now, what you'll notice as I move across here, it's so important that you get your shoulders round when getting when hitting off the open leg. Okay, when you go on the conventional leg to play that shot, your shoulders will come around and they'll be nice and square to the shade volley, making it very easy to control the ball. What's so important here is that we don't get this. Okay, so when you're doing this session right now, and when you're doing these practice runs with me, really practice and dial in getting the shoulders around, okay? Because that's going to be key into being able to hit a good shot, to control your upper body, but also to get it in a good position, boom, to play and execute the shot. Give you easy access to the area of the court that you're looking to place the ball in, all right? So again, let's just do a couple through here. And again, it's that kick off this foot. It's that split set, that push, that drive, okay? Using this foot as a platform to get you across the court. Boom. And you can just see through there, okay? And again, push through here and back out nice and quickly. And we're going nice and slow here just to get the technique of the movement down, if you like, before we speed things up. And again, push off, rotate, play the shot, come back up. And you'll notice as well, I keep my upper body very controlled and I'm really making sure that I follow through, okay? And again, kick through there. And just like in yesterday's session, we're nice and tall on the tee. It gives us an ability to drop down and come out just a little bit quicker. Okay? Good job. Right. Let's just do a handful more. That's it. Good job. And again, I'm going to kick off this foot. Kick, boom, through. Notice the way my follow through as well is bringing me back to the middle of the court. Okay? And we'll have more of that in tomorrow's session, but just see if you can use that follow through to get you back. Okay? And again. Okay, now before we move on, what I do want to highlight through here, and if I do it here, we won't need to do this on the other side, is that there is a big difference between having that little split step, that little push off the middle, to not having it, okay? If I just reach across through there, okay, not only am I extended, okay, which my upper body is going to have to work so much harder to maintain control, I'm also, especially with the shots, so I'm more likely to break down technically. Okay, it's also it's a job getting right back as well. Okay, so if I'm slower back to the tee, right, so even if I do manage to play a pretty decent shot from that position, you can imagine my opponent, your opponent, when you're in this position, coming inside or coming around and playing a low hard cross court, and it just takes too long to cover that ball. Whereas the difference is, if you can get that kick, not only are you more balanced, you're back, cross court, boom. Okay? And that's something that's really, really important, is that you can maintain control of your body when you play the shot. But sorry, I've kind of gone back on myself, but it's getting that split step, which then gives you it's easier for you then to be able to control your body, because your feet are a little bit closer together. Your weight is always in between your hips, as opposed to your weight being beyond your hips. Okay? All right. So now we'll just do a couple of test runs or practice runs on this side, and it's the same thing. You're going to kick off this leg to get across, okay? And it's open stance on this side, and it's boom. And again, good job. Using that follow through to bring you back to the middle, making it easier. Good job. Now, on this side, you'll notice that I'm still rotating my upper body and still controlling it, but it's a little bit less of a rotation on the forehand side than it is on the backhand side. You can, of course, get into that position through there, but I always found that I didn't need to do as much rotation on the forehand side. There has to be a little bit, okay? So it helps. We do not want to have our shoulders square to the front wall, but just that little bit of rotation, and it's like it's straight drop, it's cross court. So I've got loads of options, where I always found that if I went over rotated, there was a chance that I may hit that ball behind my right hip. So I'm hitting the ball off my right foot here. You might see left because it's the camera, but my right hip. And so if I over rotated, it just took that little bit longer, and I would sometimes hit the ball behind my right hip, which meant to hit the ball straight or cross, I would have to use some leverage on my wrist to play that. Okay, does that make sense? So just a little bit of rotation through here, okay? If you feel more comfortable doing full rotation, by all means do. Okay, so again, kick off this foot, play the shot, come back out. Kick off. There we go, very nice, very nice. Kick off, play the ball, good stuff. And again, there we go. Okay, I'm going to start visualizing now a little bit more what's going on behind me. Quick ball, volley drop. Quick ball, volley to length. Quick ball, cross court volley. Okay, and cross court hard ball, volley drop. Straight drive, straight volley drop. Straight drive, volley drop. Okay, good. Really, really nice. And hopefully you've sort of seen and reaping the benefits of using, again, just I guess following up from yesterday's session, using either foot as a platform to propel you in the direction that you're looking to move, in the area of the court that you're looking to move to. Okay, and just like yesterday, what we talked about, that sort of that rhythm, that like 1, 2, 3, as opposed to like just leaping across or leaping forward. It's always that split step. Okay, quick step off the middle, decel when you play the shot. Happy days. All right. Right. So now we'll do a little session, sort of some dialing in movements on the front foot through here. And so very simply, again, you're now going to kick off the foot that you're going to land on. Okay. So very sort of through here. Again, my racket's kind of hip height, and I'm looking over my shoulder. Imagine the crossbow coming in. 1, 2, 3. Volley drop. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's just dial that in. Through there. Good job. I'm putting your weight to there to push off. Poof. You can see as I play this, I'm sort of totally decelling as I play the shot. I'm in total control of my body. I'm in total control of the shot. In theory, I hope so. But it doesn't mean you're never going to make mistakes, but it just means you're going to make less. Good movement, good balance, good control. Boom. Yeah. All right. Same, and again, just thinking about that timing, and you want to make that step and then hit in quick succession, so then your weight naturally comes into the shot. Now, I think one of the reasons why I like going on the conventional leg or the front leg, however you want to, whatever terminology you want to use, when going forward, is because it's easier, or it's certainly more natural for your body naturally. Your body weight naturally gets into the shot, as opposed to on the left leg when you go forward, the open leg when you go forward, which is not wrong. People do it, and people do it extremely well. You think a little bit more work has to be done with the upper body to get the shoulders round, and a little bit more has to be done for that weight to come forward. And it doesn't necessarily come to everyone as easy as it does to others. So again, that's why I really like it. I can reach further forward, poof, and I'm back to the tee, okay? And I'm not crossing over like I would be if I was going this side, crossing over, vacated the tee, and then I come back out, okay? And it's the same on this side. Boom, weights in the shot, okay? Now, it's a little bit different again in the forehand because you can reach further forward if you go on that open leg, especially if somebody hits like a looping sort of cross-court volley, or sorry, cross-court from the deep left corner, and it's not quite as fast, and you just want to get up, get a racket on it, and stretch them, totally fine. And it's the same on that side, but you can definitely reach further forward on the right leg through there, and same on the forehand side. But again, that weight transfer coming in, so you can come in, hold, punch. I quite have good visualizations of somebody like James Willstrop holding through there. Good stuff. Okay. Right, so let's get into it. We're going to do a very quick drill first. We're going to do 10 of each. We're going to do open stance on this backhand side. Okay. Hopefully we should be nicely in tune. And I suppose the two things to think about through here. There's no point in getting that position with your shoulders facing the front wall, and also with your racket down here, and then your racket up and then going pa pa pa. Okay, we want to see you so you get the shoulders round for a start, and your racket in a ready position. If you look at that position through here, I feel, and you will feel, that you can play any shot that you wish. And as you do each movement, okay, envision your coach or a player hitting the ball in this area here. All right, I want you to think about playing or visualize playing different shots. Straight volley drop, straight volley drive, cross volley lift, cross court nick, anything at all. Okay, but excuse me. So I really want to see, excuse me, I lost my train of thought there, a little tickle. Getting the shoulder around, racket in a ready position, boom, boom, shakalaka. Right, so here we go. You ready? So pushing off this leg, open stance through here. We're going to do a series of 10. It's going to be nice and quick, okay? 3, 2, you ready? 1, and let's go. Tell you what, it's a lot of work for a Tuesday morning. I wasn't expecting that, okay? All right, you ready to go? Same again in 3, 2, 1, and go. Push off, boom, open stance, same thing. Go different heights with your volley shot. That's it, last few. Whew, nicely done. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do 2 sets on this side. Do 10. I must admit, I kind of lost count there. How are you doing? Good job. Okay, right. Same thing through here. Now I'm going to push off this leg. And just like before, there is no point in doing this and there. That's what we don't, there's just no value in doing that right now. Okay, that's good for swatting flies. And that's just, I don't know what it is. And think about it as well. And another point, if you're not convinced yet about getting your shoulders around a little bit, if you're in that position playing the ball, well, you don't really see the ball, maybe except for with your peripheral vision, whereas you get around and you see it. Granted, you're not exactly looking at the ball, or you're not really seeing it as if it was still, because it's moving quite quickly. But even so, it just makes it so much easier to play that ball, make good contact, and control the ball. All right, way more than whoosh. Okay, you ready? 2, kick off, 1, and go. And again, different heights, guys. Last couple. And nice and nice and nice. Okay, we're going to go again to there in a couple of seconds. It's great movement, keep it up. And again, nice and tall and on the tee, in between each shot, gives you more, it gives you the energy to not only stay relaxed with your body as you're tall as opposed to being engaged, but it gives you more power to really kick off, okay? Okay, and as you're engaged, there's tension in your muscles, okay? Tension reduces motion, okay? Remember that. So stay nice and relaxed, and 2, 1, and go. You see that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop. 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 Cross court. Well done, that's awesome. Really, really awesome job. Okay, now next couple of sets, we're gonna mix it up a bit, and I'm gonna go 2 one way, and then across, and then 2 and across, and then we'll change that up. So we're 4 sets down, guys. Good job. Okay, here we go. Stay nice and relaxed on the tee, toe, okay, and cut across onto your backhand, and go. Okay, and breathe, good stuff. So the pattern I did through there in my own head, okay, I went across, straight volley drive, across, straight volley drop, expected cross court, straight volley, and again through there. And then I kind of mixed it up a little bit, because every now and again it was straight volley drop, it was cross volley drive, and straight volley drop, and then cut off. So imagine a forehand volley drop coming into there, cutting it off quickly. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Straight volley drop, cross volley drive, straight volley drop, straight 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 volley drive. And a slight little pause on the tee, but I'm never static. And move at different speeds. So sometimes it's quicker. Alright, good job. Alright. And you can see through here, and you don't need to do the exact same that I'm doing, as long as we're going 2 and 1, 2 and 1. But as I come across here, sometimes I'm slowing down almost to a halt, but not quite to a halt. More on that in tomorrow's session. Okay, and then, so come across almost to a halt, change the gears, and then slowing down, and so forth. Okay, so changing of the gears, never coming to a halt, but not always going at the same tempo, even if the same tempo has different tones where it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I still like to say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? So you kind of like, it's not always played fast. It's not always bish bosh bash. There's a variation in the tempo of the rally that you're in. Okay. All right. This is tough. I mean, this is great though to get you to visualize and to imagine yourself immersed in a rally, and yeah, you're cutting the ball off lots, doing a great job. Volley, volley, volley. All right, 2 on this side, 1 on this side. Ready? And again, start off nice, relaxed. Use your feet as platforms. get your upper body in a good position to play the shot. And here we go. Get that long. Good job. Okay, we're going to go again. It's the last one. It's 8 sets. And then we're going to go some conventional leg stuff. How are we doing? We're doing good. All right. And 3, 2, 1. I'm always following through as well. I don't know if you noticed that. On the drop shot, on the cross court, the drop shot, straight volley drive, straight volley drive, volley drop, straight volley drive, cross volley drive, follow through. That also helps my flow of movement through the middle of the court. And so one of the best things about that is that I'm never generating motion from a static position. So by being always in motion, that when I come to the middle, as opposed to getting to static, it's always like just before I get to static, I start to move again. And I try to recreate that in a rally as well when I'm playing. And hopefully you can do the same. So as you sort of come up to the tee, we'll do more on this tomorrow, where you're never static, and then you take off, whichever direction the next ball is. Okay, that's brilliant. That's 8 sets. You should be feeling all right. Okay, now we're going to do some conventional leg stuff. Okay, but we're actually going to do this as a kind of a pattern, a little bit more through here. It's not all about just cutting it off. Actually, it kind of is. Right, here we go. You ready? So the first one we're going to do, we're going to focus on, on this left side. So I'm going to go just behind, taking that ball on the half volley, if you like. So I'm just a little bit behind, shoulders round, hips are turned, straight drive. And it's I'm visualizing a ball that has a fade-in trajectory into the back corner. Okay, and then I'm stepping onto the ball and I'm visualizing that shot. Okay, and you can mix that shot up. This does not always have to be a volley drop, volley cross court, volley straight, volley cross court nick. Okay, mix it up, but adjust your swing to the shot. In other words, like, don't say like, that's a cross court nick. Okay, cross court nick, straight volley drive. So you know, it's not like the racket isn't telling a lie to the shot that in your brain you think you're playing. Okay, right, here we go. All right, we're going to go for 10 of these, so it's 20 movements altogether. Okay, and it's attacking length, volley drop, attacking length, volley cross court, attacking length. Good pattern. Last couple. And breather. That's good. Yeah. 3 more sets to go, okay? Doing great. Okay, let's actually go, let's alternate. And the same thing, you're going to go open stance and hips, attacking length. Ball has got a faded trajectory into the back corner. In, conventional volley. 2, 1, and go. All right, good job. Cool. Now we're going a diagonal. So I'll go attacking length and volley, okay? So it's going to cross the court through here. And then 2, 1, and go. Kick, attacking length, good. That's it, volley drop. Cross court comes in. Ping that ball to the back of the court, force them into the cross court, make them feel they have to hit that cross court. And again, back to the tee. Happy days, good job. All right, here we go. Now it's the same. I'm going to cut across through here. Attacking length on this side. Decel, excel. Play the shot. Okay, you ready? And 2, 1, and go. Notice how I use the follow through here. Bring myself back forward. Oof. Just so you know, it's not always the same. I follow through, I can move anywhere on that next ball. Whoops, that wasn't a volley. That's trouble. I cross. Bella. All right. That's a great session. And a couple of things just to take away from it. Excuse me. So again, just like yesterday, we had that sort of push off, that using the feet as platforms to move into the area. Okay, so the rhythm was very similar. It was like 1, 2, 3. So it was 1, 2, 3, or it was 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's that acceleration from the tee, and then and that controlled stance. I'm actually a bit out of breath. Yeah. Oh, I need to do more of that. And that controlled body position then at the end. And then recognizing when is it a good time to use your open foot and when is it a good time to use your front foot. And I think, just to recap on that, for me, it was always personally, if the ball is played at speed, cut it off in that open leg, don't vacate the tee, and get back there nice and quickly, okay? And then if the ball sat up and it was in front of me, it was always like, again, same movement, you can see that little push off there, and in, okay, and then you naturally get that weight in. That's my take on it. For you, play around with it, see what feels good, see what feels comfortable, and just make sure, on the last note, that you synchronize, especially here in this practice, you can synchronize your takeoff from the middle with your racket preparation, and then therefore get into a good early position, shoulders turned, nice and easy, and it makes it much easier for you then to play your shot. Okay guys, that's me, I'm signing out. Happy days, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to talk about flow. All right, happy Tuesday. Boom.